Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger tells the story of a 16-year-old rich boy named Holden Caulfield. The book begins by telling us that the following events led up to Holden being admitted to a mental hospital. We learn that Holden has been kicked out of his fancy boarding school for flunking all of his classes, except for English. In his dorm room, Holden tries to fight his roommate who's been dating a girl he used to know, but Holden gets his ass beat. This makes Holden pretty upset, so he decides to leave school and go to New York City to chill for a couple of days. He arrives at New York City and admits he's still a virgin, but then he hires a prostitute named Sunny. When she arrives, he chokes and ends up just talking to her. Then, Holden throws the prostitute out, but her pimp shows up and beats him up because supposedly he didn't give him the right amount of money. After this, Holden decides he'll visit his little sister Phoebe, and when he does, she asks him what he wants to be. Holden says he sees himself in a big field of rye with little kids. He's standing at the edge of a cliff, and whenever one of the kids falls off, he catches them. Holden leaves to sleep at Mr. Antolini's house, his old teacher. But Holden wakes up when Mr. Antolini's feeling him up, so Holden decides to get out of there. Holden decides he's had enough, so he packs up and decides to skip town. When Phoebe finds out, she says she wants to go with him, but Holden shuts her down. This gets Phoebe all fired up, and she tells him to shut up. So Holden apologizes and takes her to the zoo. At the zoo, Holden watches Phoebe play on a carousel. At this point, he decides he's said enough and the story ends.